everyone. Welcome to the Book Barn. I'm Lasha.
And I'm Lanie, and we're back after a little bit of a fall break. It's been a busy month.
Oh boy, it has. We've both taken trips.
Yes, you went to Texas.
Yes.
And I went to New York City.
Ooh, yes.
Had a good time. So what all did you do in Texas?
Well, it was for business. I actually moved part of my heart there. I kind of want to cry sometimes about it, but it's all good. My son, my daughter-in-law, and their 2 children moved to Texas to work for our business. And so it's a good move, but of course, pulling away to come back home.
Hard.
I cried. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But I did get to spend several weeks with my grandbabies before coming back home. That was really wonderful. I cherished that time with them.
And you're going back soon.
I am. Yeah. Actually, we will be going back pretty frequently. So that's nice, but they still just don't live down the road from me now. So that's a little bit hard.
That is hard.
Yeah. And you? New York. Yeah. Tell me about it.
So my husband and I went to go visit one of our kiddos, and we just had a very nice week. For those of you that live in the New York City area, or if anyone's planning to go to New York City, I have a recommendation. Go see Operation Mincemeat. It is an on-Broadway play, and it blew me away. I even caught my breath. It was just that good.
Awesome.
So amazing. And then, of course, got to spend time with my children and good food in New York City. We had a great time.
Good.
And then we've also been busy I've had parent-teacher conferences, Neowalla Week. Did you get to do any of that?
I didn't. I just kind of followed along on Facebook.
Sure. I went to the play with my 2 older granddaughters, Little Orphan Annie, and it was very good. And then watched my younger 2 grandkids in the kiddie parade. They were adorable. And then the rain on Saturday kind of ruined the grand parade. But it was okay because my grandkids got to stay at home with me, and we just had a lovely day. And one of our book club girls that's in our private book club, her daughter was crowned Queen Neela the 84th.
That was amazing.
So shout out to Madeline. Congratulations. And I know your mama, Elisa, is so proud.
Yes, congratulations to everyone.
I may have actually embarrassed myself at the pageant because I jumped
Did you get
up.
A little,
oh my gosh.
loud?
I screamed. I was so excited.
How fun. How fun.
Okay. So today we are diving into The Quiet Librarian by Allen Eskens. And I'll tell you, Lasha, I read a different book by him a while back. We talked about it. And it was so good, too, the Life We Bury. So I knew this one was going to be good.
Well, The Quiet Librarian was our October book club read. But before we jump into that, Lanie, let's catch up on what we've been reading. I know you've been doing quite a bit. So
I have.
Tell me about them.
So I listened to 19 Minutes by Jodi Picoult. I'm hoping that's how you say her last name. It's very good. Everything can change in just 19 minutes when years of bullying and pain explodes into tragedy. This is about a school shooting, and I work at a school, so that's not good. Our friend Lynn talked about this book, if you remember. Mm-hmm. The story follows the shooter, the victims, and the families left behind. I do feel like every teacher should read this book. It doesn't shy away from hard questions about blame, empathy, healing. Oh, Lasha, it is so powerful. It's good, but it really does show how one thing can alter countless lives.
Wow.
It was awful. Yeah, but good book. I also reread The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. Starts out a little depressing, but then it gets really good. I think you would like it. It's kind of about the between life and death and how there's a library where every book is a life you could have lived. So Nora, her story is full of regrets, missed chances, a lot of what ifs. in that library, there's a book where she's broken lonely. There's another book where she's famous and adored. She's like a rock star. It's a great book. And it reminds us that even when life feels kind of messy, we still get to write our own story. It's good. I liked it.
Sounds good.
And how about you?
As you know, I've been in a bit of a reading slump lately.
It happens.
Yeah, I've been doing good just to finish our book club book. But yes, I did finish The Quiet Librarian.
Yay.
Yeah. It took me a week or two to get through it, but we'll talk about why in just a minute. But after that, I needed something a bit lighter. And so I picked up The Bookish Life of Nina Hill by Abbi Waxman. And oh my gosh, I read it in a day.
Oh, that's amazing. How many pages do you remember?
Oh, I don't. I mean, I think they were about the same length.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were just into it.
I just was. It was just funny. I mean, I laughed all the way through it. And I think that was just something that I needed because honestly, my life has been pretty stressful lately. Just so much going on. And this book I felt like was that perfect escape that I needed.
Good.
So Nina Hill, she's single. She loves reading. She's a trivia whiz. She's on this trivia team that competes in bars. And she has this thing for a guy on a rival team. And yes, you can kind of see where that's going from the beginning, but it's cute. She works in a bookstore in Los Angeles.
Oh, I love a good bookstore book.
I know, me too. And there are so many good book references throughout. And I think, Lanie, you might really enjoy it. There's so many Harry Potter references.
Well, yes. I need to put that on my list.
Yeah. So here's the plot twist. Nina is an only child raised basically by her nanny because her mom is this world-traveling photographer. Nina's perfectly happy with her quiet life. She likes being alone. And then her father dies.
Aw.
A father that she didn't even know existed. Yeah. And suddenly she's got this whole family. Like she has 3 or 4 sisters, a brother, nieces, nephews, and they all live like really close by.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, she had no idea. It was just this cute, laugh out loud, easy read, exactly what I needed.
That sounds really good.
It was.
Okay, let's talk about The Quiet Librarian. Wow.
Wow.
I loved it.
So this one was heavy, right?
It was heavy.
It was. It's about the Bosnian War. And I'll be honest, I felt kind of bad about how little I actually knew going in. This war was happening right after I got married.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm reading and I'm comparing the dates in the book to where I was in my own life, kind of at those same times. And then I'm thinking, while I'm doing all this normal newlywed stuff, this was happening to people.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I actually looked things up along the way because I wanted to understand it more. Did you do that, Lanie?
I did not look
Googling.
Not this time. But I do remember the Bosnian War. And like you said, we were newly married. I had a baby at that time. So I do remember it.
Yeah.
But it just seems so far away.
Yeah.
And this book brought it like here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly. And then, I mean, reading about the war and the violence and the rape, it was just hard. And I needed breaks, I guess. And so it did take me quite a while to read it. I did pick up the pace probably halfway through. Yeah.
And that is what our friend Melissa was telling me.
Oh, really?
It took her about halfway to really get hooked. I had the opposite reaction. I could not put this one down. In fact, I'm an early riser, and I would get up even 30 minutes earlier each morning just to get in another chapter.
Oh.
So I really, really did. I loved it, but you're right. It was still very heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's interesting because I did enjoy the storyline. I really did. The writing was good, but it was just a lot, I guess, emotionally. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that. So the Quiet Librarian opens in the present day with, and I was saying her name wrong. You said it was Hannah, the sweater lady, to the kids who went to the library.
Yes. And I love that detail because I work at the library. Yeah. So I thought, we have something in common. But really, that's the only thing that we had in common. On the surface, she's this quiet, sweater-wearing librarian. But underneath...
Yeah, she wasn't always quiet.
No.
Lasha, do you wear sweaters?
I do sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. So she wasn't quiet. I mean, in Bosnia, before she became
Hannah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So Nura, I don't know if I said that right. Nura. So Nura, that was her name in Bosnia, watched her entire family get murdered. Mm-hmm. And she was badly burned when her house went up in flames. She made a promise to avenge her family's death. She becomes this fierce soldier fighting for the Bosniaks. She's hunting down the men who destroyed her family and her village. And I did think that the writing shows that survival can turn you into someone that you never thought you would be.
Yeah. I spoke to our friend Terry today about the book, and she was telling me that she just couldn't believe how tough this woman was. So tough. So from innocent child to badass to sweater lady,
right.
The way the book is structured, it really helps with that too. Jumping between past and present.
I agree with that. The dual timeline works really well here because you're in present day with Hannah at the library, and you kind of get some hints of her past that really just leave you with more questions. And then you're back in Bosnia with young Nura, and slowly you kind of start to connect the dots between the two.
Yes. And the author bookends it with real history. The Tuzla massacre and the genocide, devastating. It's not fiction. That actually happened.
Sad.
Yeah.
Sad history.
So in the past timeline, we meet Nura, a 14-year-old girl who loves her baby brother. That part was so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And she also learns to set snares from her father. You could tell he was a good dad.
Mm-hmm.
And she dreams of just a peaceful life. I mean, yeah.
And then everything falls apart.
It does.
And her friends, who are they? Ivana and Tanya, the girls that gave her those beautiful blue marbles.
Those marbles, yes.
I know the marbles. I kind of thought the marbles were this symbol throughout the whole book. But when the war breaks out, the girls, her friends, just turn their backs on her. Lanie, that scene broke my heart.
Terrible. I just don't even know.
Yeah, one day they're best friends, and the next day they won't even look at her.
Yeah.
It's a stark reminder how war doesn't just destroy buildings and lives. It destroys friendships, it destroys trust, it destroys everything. And then those blue marbles, or a marble anyway, it kept coming back like this little reminder of everything that she had lost.
Yeah. Man, there's this line from her father that really stuck with me. He said something about men having the capacity for good as much as they have the capacity for cruelty. It was on page 29, and I just thought that was
Yeah.
That was quite a line.
Yeah, I think that kind of sums up the whole book.
And then she says something like, it's better to be the hunter, not the prey.
Well, that line is chilling.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, you do kind of understand how she got there. She's watching the people that she loves die. She's seeing the worst of humanity. And then she finally decides that she's not going to be a victim.
No, she is not. Okay. Fast forward to Hannah. Her friend Amina has passed away after falling from a balcony.
So Dylan, Amina's grandson, actually saw it happen. And when Detective Claypool starts asking questions, the layers of Hannah's secret life start to peel away.
The marble and water metaphor from page 21 really stuck with me. I don't know about you. Amina once said Their friendship was chiseled from marble, solid and unchangeable, but Hannah saw it as water, flexible, sometimes distant, always flowing.
That was beautifully written.
It was.
Yeah. So it was kind of this perfect reflection of how trauma can shape friendship and sometimes pushing people apart even when the love is still there.
Yes, that's true. So one of the most gripping parts for me was when Nora starts hunting the men who destroyed her family.
Oh, I know. And what about that part when she gets her Goldilocks knife? Not too big, not too small.
Yes, not too big, not too small, just right for what she needs to do. Gosh, Lasha, it's heartbreaking because she's not this innocent girl anymore, making slingshots for her brother. She's become a fighter, a hunter. The author doesn't romanticize it in any way. He's not making her into some action hero. You just see the cost.
Oh, that's true. You can just see her like losing pieces of herself along the way, even as she's fighting. For me, that's what made this book so hard to read, but it was also important. You know, it didn't like give you the easy answers. It doesn't say that revenge is wrong or revenge is justified. It just shows you what it costs.
Yeah. And then in the present timeline, we have Dylan, Amina's grandson. His safety becomes this thread that kind of ties everything together.
Yeah, and he's a little guy, too. How old is he?
Grade school, I think.
Yeah, so he's young. Then Hannah sees him, and it's like all of that protective instinct comes back. Everything that she couldn't do for her little brother, everything she lost, she's determined to protect Dylan.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when Hannah promises Dylan, I will make it my solemn duty to take care of you, and he whispers, always? And she says, yes, always. Oh my gosh, Lasha, I teared up.
Yeah. She couldn't save her own family, you know, but maybe she can save this little boy. Even after everything, all the violence, all the loss, she still had that capacity to love and protect. That at least hadn't been destroyed.
Yeah. So many lines in this book stayed with me, especially about faith, respect for the dead, like when she was burying her family. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And the cruelty of war, the writing.
Yeah, it was really good. I will give it that.
I loved how Hannah's quiet strength in the present mirrors Nora's fierce survival in the past. The librarian, the sweater lady, she's still a force to be reckoned with. She even says that sometimes she just needs to hit something. And she does. She uses a punching bag kind of as a way to cope.
Yeah. I did love that. You know, sometimes I do feel like hitting something.
Maybe we should every now and again.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that the book reminds us that healing can be quiet, but, you know, it's not always easy or simple.
I agree with that.
You don't just move to a new country and become a new person and then suddenly you're fine, right? You still carry the past and all of that with you. So, final thoughts?
So my favorite line, I don't know, maybe when they said, still, I have come to believe that the world is overpopulated by men who will take the path of cruelty far too easily. That hit hard. I don't even know if I can say that was my favorite line. It was just a very
powerful
line.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember highlighting some things. I borrowed it on Libby, and so it returned, and I don't have all of my highlights anymore, but it was good. The writing was good.
It's really going to rate up there with me like the Book of Lost Names. You know, our book club really loved that one.
Yes, they did.
And when I read this one, that was my mindset was, oh, finally, another one that I thought was equal to that.
Okay.
So I liked it that much. I would give it an A+.
An A+? Yes. Okay. All right. Well, for me, you know what? I didn't even think about giving it a grade. I said I might give it a 4. And I really feel like that's probably not fair. for me, it wasn't where I was emotionally right now. And I know that we have read hard books, emotionally hard books. The Book of Lost Names, absolutely. The Happiest Man on Earth.
Yes.
We've read other books of the Holocaust, and it just...
Yeah, the Tattooist.
Yes. So, yes, we've read hard books, and I've loved them, like emotionally hard books. And this one probably wasn't any different. I don't know.
It was heavy.
It was heavy.
It was.
And, you did mention the Book of Lost Names, and compared to that, which I remember, it just blew me away. This one felt fine.
Okay. That's fair. That's completely fair.
Okay. Well, good. It's good, but not quite that level for me. But honestly, Lanie, I know, that I always hesitate anyway, giving those star ratings.
Right.
Because it's just not that simple, right? A book can be very well written and important and still be hard to connect with depending on where you are in life.
That's a really good point, though. Same book, different times in our lives, and we would probably rate it differently.
Exactly.
So, Andy, we had Andy Taylor on our last episode, and he's the one that gave a book a grade like a school teacher.
Yes, and I loved that.
I did too, and I'm like, I'm totally still in that idea.
Yeah.
So I would give it a 5. For me, that's an A+.
Yeah. So I think we should probably do that. We should think up categories where we could give them that grade.
Oh, I like that. Because,
not an overall grade for a book.
But for writing.
Yes, I would probably give, I probably would give it an A- for writing. It would be way up there at the top. The characters were well developed. I can't say anything against that. It was just me and the connection with the book. And that probably ought to be one of our little categories, or line item that we give that grade for. What would be the proper term for that?
I don't know, but we'll have it for you for next time.
Okay. Yeah. So I would give that connection, that personal connection, B-.
Okay.
For me at the moment.
So tell me this.
Yeah.
Which timeline did you like the most?
Well, probably the librarian one.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, it was Bosnia.
Was it? Yeah.
That I couldn't wait to get back to the war to see what in the world was happening.
Right.
So, yeah, crazy. I would get up early and I would read a chapter. And if it was a chapter about the librarian, then I really was itching like the whole day to get to the Bosnian chapter.
Yeah. Well, and I did enjoy those because, I say that, but no, those were probably the chapters I did struggle with. I did like learning about things and hearing more about it, but that was the part that was just kind of like, yeah. What I liked about it was, like I said earlier, connecting the dots.
Yes.
To the present day. So I did enjoy that. I thought that dual timeline was really good because it kept you guessing. You did get those little hints along the way. And then you think, well, what does that mean? And you're kind of trying to figure it all out. And then you go back to Bosnia and you'd be like,
yes.
Like Amina, when did she come into the story? Because it was hinted at that she knew her from before. And you're like, well, okay, when is she going to arrive? And so all those are answered in the book that you just need to read. We'll keep those for the...
Agree.
Keep them away from spoilers anyway. So, we're recording this now right before our in-person book club meets. What do you think they're going to think of this?
I have talked to a few of the girls. And they are bouncing back and forth between the two of us.
Okay.
Some are saying great. And some are saying good, but very heavy.
Yeah.
So I think it'll fall between a 4 and a 5.
Like I said, I think that I just needed that lighter read. And I feel like I kind of am still in that spot for a little while. So those are the extras that I'm going to pick up now in between our book club books. But, we do have a book coming up, right?
And it looks so good.
Yeah, it's our next month's book pick, The Christmas Ring, A Holiday Romance by Karen Kingsbury. And I'm excited for that one because it is a little bit lighter, right?
We need that. Yes. I think we all need something a little lighter right before the holidays.
Yes. Well, I guess that about wraps up today's episode of the Book Barn Book Club. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We would love to know your thoughts of the Quiet Librarian, so be sure to reach out to us on Facebook in our Facebook group and tell us your favorite moment, or if you had the same reactions that we did. So until next time, I'm Lasha.
And I'm Lanie.
And keep those bookmarks busy.